today for the Bitcoin price. And yes, guys, I have shocking data, evidence, and proof that whales are dumping Bitcoin on us. But hear me out. I will tell you why this might be a good thing. I want to show you this shocking data, this proof, which indicates that whales are dumping on us. And not just since today or yesterday. I want to tell you exactly what this could mean for the Bitcoin price and how we can read the data and the charts right now to understand what the heck is actually going on in the market today. Thank you so much, as always, for watching, for clicking the video in the first place, for liking, subscribing, commenting. If you are doing none of that and just watching, I'm also grateful. Thank you very much for all of your support. If you engage with the video with a like or something, I would truly appreciate it. Now let's go straight into the charts. What I have provided for you today is shocking and also surprising, but quite pleasurable to watch. So let's go straight into the charts. I just wanted to let you know, love wins. Do not forget this, always. Now go into the charts. And yes, we are not so much going to talk about these charts. We did that like over and over with this support and resistance, right? And that Bitcoin's break is actually due, up or downside. Well, in January latest. But to determine, is this going to be towards the upside or the downside, I want to pull out two specific data points today. Two. Let me actually show you. This one, the MVRVZ score, and here, the number of entities with a balance of more than 1,000 Bitcoin, which is just by definition a whale. A whale has at least 1,000 Bitcoin, right? So now, if you're looking at this chart, and I will explain it very, very easily for you. And this chart, a very clear language actually comes here to the daylight. And I want to show you why. Well, I was waiting for this actually, like for a few hours. I found it in the morning, but man, this is interesting. You can see the Bitcoin price in the black line. The number of entities with more than 1,000 Bitcoin, so the whales, here on the orange scale, and the numbers you can see on the left side, right? What you can see is that the whales, look at the red circles, they every single time start selling before the bull market high. Here in 2013, just before. Then here, they didn't time it perfectly, actually. They started selling off around $1,000 already when they bought in much earlier. So not a perfect timing, but look at this. The last bull market, they exactly sold the top. And don't tell me 69,000 was the top. We had actually, let me quickly go back to the face mode. We actually had at least 6-7% inflation between the 64,000 and the 69,000 US dollar high. That means that we, in fact, in terms of purchasing power, didn't really hit a new high. So the whales perfectly timed once again the bull market high and started selling off earlier. What I want to focus on today is not where they started selling, is where they stop selling, where they start buying again. Now let's go back into the charts. Dear ladies and gentlemen, what you can see that they usually accumulate up until the all-time high. And the stopping of selling, you can see it here perfectly in 2018, usually occurs around the bear market low. Well, fast forwarding to the present moment of now, you can see it. Let me actually see how I can zoom out. On the very right hand side, you can see it actually on the very right side of the chart, that as the price was going lower, whales were dumping, indicating that this price lowering is clearly coming from big addresses actually dumping on the market. Well, with all the news breaking, I don't really want to blame them. I was holding all of my Bitcoin. I'm not selling. But what you can see, this line, the decline, the rate of decline is depreciating right now. We are flattening out. The whales stop selling in this moment. And if we are going over to the MVRVZ score, something I talked about earlier, which shows you the market value to realized value, every time the orange line goes into the green area, and you can see it indicated by these beautiful painting yellow Simpsons hands here. Every time we are going into the green area, this is when the market is bottoming. And guess what? This year we went in around the levels of 20,000 Bitcoin entered. And you can see just by zooming out from the previous lows, We are never there for a very extended period of time. Yes, a few weeks, a few months. But you can see this is behind us. So in accordance to this chart, the whale chart, and obviously also to the technical chart, we should be at or very close to the bottom, price-wise and time-wise. Don't quote me on it. I can be wrong. Yes. But what you can see here, Bitcoin is at historical support. And yes, I had to redraw the line. I was incorrect before. Every time we are coming to these apexes, Bitcoin is getting this big breakout towards the upside. And let me actually go back here. So this is why whale selling is usually very bad news. But if we see and find out they've been selling for basically the better part of the last 1.5 years, then this is good news, because their selling is coming to an end. At one point of time, there's all the ammunition is gonna be shot out. And if you look at the other charts, this whole thing, the 3 other charts, this whole thing becomes a very, very clear story. Let me know what you think about that. And yes, this video was a little bit different to usually my videos, where I'm giving like more price targets, more immediate price action. But this was important for me that you understand this. Yes, I can be wrong. Once again, don't quote me on that. But I want to tell you, if you are selling now after Bitcoin retraced 75, 77%, well, we can talk in 2 years again, and I want to see if you regret this action or not. Let me know what you think about that. Like, comment, share, subscribe, everything. Thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate that. And as you can see, still not talking about any exchanges. I have a trade open myself, but I took out all the links down below. I am deep contact with the exchanges and waiting for proof and evidence that they are financially stable. And then I'm gonna put them back into my affiliate section. Because I am so careful, I was so far very not cautious. I was cautious, but very grateful and fortunate that I was never ever in touch with FTX and so on. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We are going to see each other very soon at the next one of Mmcrypto. And as always, guys, love wins. Bye bye.